Hey everybody, Matthew here from MiniWarGaming.com, and what you are about to watch is a no dice battle report. What that means is that you're not going to see any dice or measuring tapes. We are still going to play a regular game, so dice are being rolled, everything's being measured, rules are being checked, but you're only going to see the narrative aspect of it, so everything's going to be narrated. This is a bit of an experiment, so I'd love to know what you think after you watch the battle report. And after you watch this one, we'll put another one in the MiniWarGaming vault. Enjoy. On the planet Centurius Prime, a massive Tyranid invasion has begun. The Ultramarines fought alongside Astra Militarum in many of the battles. In one such battle, the Astra Militarum and Ultramarines were driven back, leaving many important supplies and munitions behind. A detachment of Ultramarines has been dispatched to deal with the Tyranids in the area and to retrieve the supplies. Lieutenant Caldinius, we have eyes on the Tyranid invaders inside the city. There are many of them, and they are swarming through the munitions now. Very well, Sergeant. Our detachment has arrived. We will deal swiftly with these Xenos. We will bring the Emperor's justice to their doors. None of these bugs will remain alive today, for we are the Ultramarines.
The chaplain prays to the Emperor and utters out the catechismal fire. The intercessors take a forward position ready to engage the enemy. Tactical Marines form up in front of the Dreadnought. The Centurions take heavy steps forward, powering up their grav cannons, with the Apothecary and Chaplain following closely behind. The Centurions power up their grav and unload into the Carnifex while shooting hurricane bolters into the Hormagaunts. The Hormagaunts are destroyed under the weight of fire, and the Carnifex is critically wounded. Lieutenant Caldinius joins the intercessors in firing at the giant Carnifex, but in the end, it's all superficial. The ancient Dreadnought powers up his plasma cannon, but it overheats, causing internal damage. The front rank of the tactical squad open up into the Termagants, as it tears through two of them. The snipers take aim at the rampaging Carnifex, and they tear a chunk out of him in the process.
With an alien scream, the Tyranids surge forward, moving into the streets directly towards the Ultramarines. Unbeknownst to the intercessors, a lictor creeps in the shadows, and it coordinates with another lictor stalking their prey. And from the skies, a stray mucilid spore floats down lazily towards the enemy lines. Termagants open fire at their flesh borers into the tactical squad, ripping through one of them. Tyranid warriors open up fire with their death spitters and venom cannons into the Centurions, critically wounding one of them. The Biovores flex their muscles, hurling out spore mines, which land just short of the Centurions. The Termagants with Devourers open fire as well into the Tactical Marines, slaying two of them. The Hive Guard fire their Impaler cannons into the Centurions, but they cannot penetrate their armor. The Hunting Lictor attempts to charge the Intercessors, who turn around and take their shots, driving it back into the shadows. And while the Intercessors are distracted, the other Lictor surges forward, charging into their midst. So it grabs onto one of the Intercessors and rips into it, slaying him. The Intercessors pull out their combat blades, turn around, and bring swift retribution to the Lictor. The Ultramarines hold firm, ready to hold back the tide of the Xenos swarm.
The chaplain continues praying to the Emperor, but in the chaos of battle, his chant is not heard. Seeing the Xeno swarm get closer, the Tactical Marines take a few steps back. The intercessors assessing the threat of the lictor move away. Ancient moving forward, ready to contest the Carnifex if it gets too close. With a war cry, an assault squad descends from the heavens, ready to charge their foes. Throughout the combat, Apothecary Nagara tries to heal some of the damage the Centurions have suffered. Both the Chaplain and the Apothecary try and clear out the mines that have formed in front of the Centurions, but failed. The Centurions continue their barrage of fire, firing grav into the Tyranid warriors and the Hurricane Bolters into the Hormagaunts, completely destroying the Hormagaunts and almost annihilating the warriors. The Tactical Marines open fire into the Termagaunts and the Carnifex that poked its head around the corner. 6 Termagaunts are gunned down, and the Carnifex is finally brought down. The Ancient fires into the Tyranid warriors, knowing to take out the Synapse, destroying one and critically wounding another, attempting to take out the leadership. The Scout Marines attempt to finish off the Tyranid warrior and bring him down. The Assault Marines fire their bolt pistols as they descend into the Termagaunts, killing off 4. The Lieutenant scrambles and tries to deal with these spores, throwing a frag grenade and taking out 1. And lastly, the Intercessors open up into the Spore Mine and the Lictor, taking out the Spore Mine and damaging the Lictor. The Assault Marines attempt to charge, but they can't quite close the gap fast enough.
Lictor surges forward, getting ready to charge the Intercessors out of its hiding spot. Mucilid Spore moves forward, not getting close enough to detonate yet. The warriors change course, streaming towards the Assault Marines. Termagaunts move to help them, as well as the Prime, with the other Termagaunts taking up position next to them. Termagaunts open fire with their flesh borers and devours in the assault squad, killing 1. A Hive Guard feel the hive mind pushing at them to destroy the Dreadnought, and they open up their Impaler cannons, sending them forward. They tear into the Dreadnought, exploding it, killing a nearby Tactical Marine in the process. The Biovores spasm with their shots, hurling a couple Spore Mines in the assault squad. One explodes and kills one of them, and the other one lands short. The Lictor leaps out of its hiding spot. The Intercessors try to shoot it, but miss. Tears through one of the Intercessors as they retaliate with their combat knives, but do not kill him. The warriors surge forward into the assault squad's line, but one of them goes down to the Flamers. And the rest of the Tyranid forces charge in, now that the assault squad is distracted. Spore Mine explodes on contact, killing one of them. The Prime and the Warriors and the Termagaunts tear through their ranks, killing 3 of the Assault Marines. The Assault Marines pile on in, and as they swung back, they nearly kill the Prime, and they injure the Warrior. But the Assault Marines hold firm for the Emperor.
Chaplain continues to pray to the Emperor. This time, his prayer is heard. The Intercessors are going to take a step back from combat and gun down their opponent. The Centurions, not caring about the Lictor, move forward 4 inches. The leadership stick behind them to support them. The Apothecary continues to work on the wounded Centurion. After losing their Ancient, these Tactical Marines move forward to assist the assault team. The Assault Marines fall back from combat, knowing they lured the Tyranids into a trap. The snipers will reposition and aim at the Prime. They try and get line of sight on the Prime, though in the chaos of combat, they fail to wound. The Assault Marines attempt to take out the Tyranid warrior, but all attempts bounce off his carapace armor. The Chaplain and Apothecary team together and hurl crack grenades at the Mucilid Spore and utterly annihilate it. Now, the Lieutenant and Intercessors fire at the Lictor, but it dodges from all the shots. The Centurion Devastators train their grav cannons and hurricane bolters into the Hive Guard and remove them from this planet. The Tactical Marines shoot down the road into the clump of Tyranids, taking out 3 Termagaunts and injuring the Tyranid warrior. The Lieutenant is going to deal with his Lictor himself and charges into combat. The Lieutenant easily tears him to shreds.
The Termagants retaliate, firing their flesh borers and devours, killing another assault marine. The biovores spasm again, sending 2 spore mines towards the scouts, which land behind them. The Termagants stream forward with the warriors as the assault marines try to kill them on the approach and fail. And the Prime and the warrior proceed to tear the assault marines to pieces. And with that, a beacon from the hive mind calls the Prime and warrior and few surviving Tyranids to another location, and they flee off the table.
I hope that you enjoyed that. I realize that the Space Marines did really well there, but the whole point of this is to experiment with the format of the battle report. So I'd love to hear your thoughts. And of course, we're going to play another one right now, and it'll probably be nice and short as well, not because of how many turns, but because of how it's filmed. You can get that at the link below in the MiniWarGaming Vault. If you're not a Vault member, you can click it, get a free 7-day trial, go watch that battle report and thousands of others, as well as painted tutorials, behind the scenes, narrative campaigns, and all sorts of other stuff. So let us know your thoughts. Watch the next battle report. Let us know your thoughts on that one. And happy wargaming.